Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren, and I am your resident intuitive baddie. Please ignore my hair. It is 3 a.m. I was doing a bit of spring cleaning. Happy spring equinox, even though technically it's the 21st now. And yeah, I finished, and before I go to bed, I thought I'd just continue the series, pull some cards of the Mushroom Oracle deck. If you haven't been following the series, basically I am learning the deck by pulling about 3 cards at a time and reading the definition from the book and then making sense of the spread. So here we go. Came out right away. Turkey tail. Today was pretty chill in comparison to the last few days. So I got to pick up my car yesterday. If you didn't know, my car got broken into a few days ago, but it ended up being like one of the most synchronistic things. And some stuff happened yesterday actually, where it's like, that car break-in really served me in so many ways. I learned so many things. And then I met somebody yesterday that was very synchronistic. This another sound healer. She was I went to the temple and she was singing when she was going to the bathroom. And yeah, it looks like we're gonna be really good friends. So I'm very excited about that. I just feel like my soul tribe has been really coming together. But yeah, back to the car thing serving me. I was supposed to go on a trip, and the day that my car got broken into was actually the day I had been planning to buy my ticket. So after everything that happened, I just figured, you know what, for some reason, like this happened on the same day for a reason. I'm just gonna choose one from the top. I'm like, this happened for a reason. So I bit the bullet and I was like, all right, I'm not gonna go. And then, like, everybody was fine. Everybody was very super understanding. I love my high school friends. However, they got into their own fight amongst themselves as soon as that conversation ended. It was the last day of Mercury retrograde. But it's a really unfortunate situation, to be very honest. What was I going to say about it? Oh, but yeah, I'm very fortunate, I guess, in that sense that I didn't buy that ticket and I didn't commit completely to, I wasn't locked in for that trip. I wasn't meant to go, and maybe it was because this was gonna happen. So I don't know. Anyways, let's get into the spread. So first card, we got Turkey Tail. It says block. Numbers, by the way, based on the cards, we got 4, 26, and 3. Okay. Where is there a blockage or stagnation in your life? It's time to focus on building your energy and defenses so you can shift this stuck energy. Chinese medicine says if there's debris in a creek causing it to be blocked, do not lift each heavy piece out of the way individually. Instead, build the flow of water so its force moves the debris on effortlessly. The creek or river is our blood and ki. Ki? Chi. Ki. I don't know, chi. Maybe it's chi. And the debris is stuck energy, repressed emotions, and the accumulation of fluids that need movement to transform them. When we build ourselves up on the inside, we give ourselves a better chance of pushing through obstacles within and outside of ourselves. Turkey tail is effective in cancer treatment. Cancer is the proliferation of cells in an abnormal state. That is an overgrowth of cells. Ask yourself, what has triggered something in my life to grow out of control and dangerously? Is something you have left unchecked grown to a point that is no longer serving you? Or is there someone or something in your life that is no longer for your highest good? It's time to look around you and inside yourself to find what stands in the way of your flow and remove it. By making this stand and strengthening your energy, you allow the life force that moves you to flow naturally, bringing back balance and harmony. Bringing balance and harmony back to your life. Is it because it's late? I don't know. Okay, 26. We have red cage. Red cage. Capture. Go after what you want, but don't hold on too tightly to it. The red cage mushroom is effective at what it does, and that is, it gets what it wants. The holes in the cage are too large to hold anything in, but the gleba inside, so flies must go in. The flies don't ever get stuck. They are not trapped, just enticed by what is on offer. They have formed a relationship with the cage mushroom, one of mutual reciprocity. The message here is to know what is necessary to capture your dreams. Do whatever it takes until you get what you want. Learn what you need to do or acquire to manifest what you want. Do you need to upskill, read, and research more? Do a course or ask questions from others. Ask yourself, what do I need to do to bring me what I want? Once you understand what is needed, put your plan in place and execute it. Form the relationships you need to make progress towards your goals. It is only you who can set the trap. When you capture what you are trying to do, let it go. If it can come and go freely, it will set the wheels in motion for the larger purpose you needed for it to manifest. Something that may have seemed frightening at first might reveal to you it is here to help and has a greater purpose than you assumed. Yep. And then go back. We got Shiitake, Nourish. 1 second. Number 3. Shiitake, Nourish. Oops. Something or someone in your life needs nourishment. Nourishment comes in many forms, from the food you eat to the things that make your heart sing. Are you replacing the energy that you are expending, or are you becoming worn out? Are you attending to your garden? Are you inside environment? Oh, and to your inside environment as well as your internal? Isn't that the same? Your inside environment as well as your internal. You know, I have noticed there are a few either typos or like this wasn't edited well, I want to say, or like this wasn't edited thoroughly enough. I'm a little bit of a grammar Nazi sometimes, to myself as well. Like, I'm the type of person who, before the days that you could edit messages when you like make a mistake, as I would put like star and correct myself. You cannot completely nourish your soul if you are starving somewhere else in your life. Are you yearning for something? Is there a hole that needs filling or a project that needs more attention given to it? Take stock of the areas of your life that need more nourishment, whether physical, emotional, spiritual, mental, or creative. Make a note of what needs more attention in your life and nourish it. Maybe you need to put more nourishment into your relationships with people, pets, plants, or yourself. Ask yourself what is missing out. What can I give more of? Is there a project you've started that needs more of your attention? Every project that is started and not finished still holds a part of your energy attached to it. It may be time to complete all those unfinished projects and nourish what you started to completion. If you don't know where to start, nourish yourself in such a way that you know how to. When you notice the gaps, where the gaps in your life are, you can take action to change them, making you feel more whole. I can't wait for one of these days where I'm going to be doing a deck and I'm just going to be able to seamlessly read through them. I mean, that's the whole point of doing this, right? Anyways, back into the spread. So, block, capture, nourish. Basically what I'm getting from this deck all kind of has to, this spread has to do with nourishment. With block, it's like I'm getting that if there's any basically if there's negative energy, if there are things that seem cancerous, so I already knew this before I read that, but yeah, turkey tail is really effective at fighting cancer. What's his name? Paul Stamos, I believe. He's somebody who's really passionate about mushrooms because he did magic. He did like almost something around 10 grams of mushrooms his first time, and he like climbed up in a tree. I talked to somebody about this during the expo actually. But also like later on, as I got into more of his content and more about mushrooms, because I think he does like the capsules. There was a point in time where I was trying to do those capsules. I probably should go back on them, but he talked about how his mother, I believe, was like stage 4 cancer, something like pretty, where they were saying that she didn't have long, and basically he got her to start taking it was turkey tail, and 10 years later she's cancer free, or still cancer free. I don't know how long it took to get rid of the cancer. I went on that tangent for somebody. If you were dealing with somebody with cancer, please do try mushrooms. But to go on, like this card is basically about how you can block it from spreading, right? So what it kind of gives me is it's giving me more people in your life falling away. Maybe they're falling away naturally, or maybe you're walking away. But either way, what the card is indicating is there is a realization or a recognition of someone's even, for some of you probably something that isn't healthy for you, maybe not healthy for you anymore. Maybe it served its purpose, but now there's a toxicity to it that you're recognizing and you don't identify with. And then with the red cage, it's like the red cage is pretty much understanding what you need to attract what you want. And with Nourish as well, like I see these cards kind of very hand in hand, where it's like, for the red cage, yeah, it's like you don't even have to trap anything. It's about attracting. It's knowing what you want and understanding how to be in resonance with it so that you can attract it. And then Shiitake, Nourish, it's basically giving me, yeah, once you understand what it is, what you want, how can you nourish yourself so that you can sustain that, or else sustain yourself, really. What really stands out to me for that card from the description was when it talks about how every time you start a project, and you don't finish it, that is like energy, like an energy loop that you've left open. I have a lot of those. I have a lot of those. Why? Because I was a perfectionist. So I would get to a certain point in a project, and a lot of the times I would just start a new project because I would have an idea, and I had basically I had this thing where when I would get ideas, I would feel that I needed to act on them right away. And then I would, and I'd have all this momentum, and then at some point the momentum fades, and then it's not that I lose interest, but it's just like I would come across something would interrupt the momentum, whether it be that I would come across a block, or I had to put the project down. It's like a project that just could not be done in one day kind of thing. So yeah, I do have a lot of energy loops. I could not close all of them out though. I mean, all at once, but that is something to keep in mind. But yeah, like most of it feels like it has to do with resonance. I think you're in alignment right now. Like I do really feel that you're in a place to allow people to walk away who aren't in resonance with you. The reason why I paused there is because initially I wanted to say isn't serving you, but I mean, you still could say that, because I think sometimes I get cautious when I use that word. Oh no. Did I mention it was 3 a.m.? But I get cautious because it's like I don't ever want it to sound like people are just meant to serve you. I guess it's like I'm holding on to the definition I know of serve, right? But in some way, shape, or form, everybody serves you, whether it's through a lesson or like through the energy they give you. Everyone does serve a purpose. But yeah, sometimes you get to a point where either you grow in different directions, or somebody grows and somebody doesn't, and then you're out of resonance. And I think I am really in a place right now where I am so accepting of whatever happens, because at the end of the day, I really recognize that everything is happening for me. So it doesn't matter how bleak a situation is, or whether I wanted a different outcome. Like, I am now in a place where it truly doesn't matter. I am so happy with what I have, and all I do is I keep moving forward. And yeah, it's like when as many things that fall away, you get equal or greater value with what comes into alignment. I'm hearing grow into alignment. So you might be feeling that. You might be feeling like you're growing into alignment. I'm taking in the order, because it's like it's giving me stages where it's like I have a feeling that with the block card, whatever you fell out of resonance with, that has happened already. And I'm starting to read this as past, present, future for some reason. So with the capture, it's like maybe that is your current energy right now. Like, what you are focused on is the life you want. and just aligning yourself on an energetic level so that you can attract that life. So for future, it's like, what that gives me then is like, when you actually capture the life, really make sure to nourish yourself. And it's almost like you're replenishing, by nourishing yourself, you're replenishing the energy of what had to fall away. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Do I have any advice? I can't. Part of me wants to go grab the tarot. Well, I guess there's no need for advice because these are stages. If there were anything for me to say as advice, I'd go with the flow. I think the most important part of the card is the red cage, is to make sure you know what you want and make sure that you are doing what you can to be in alignment with it. Yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed that spread. I am very tired, as you could hear in my yawns. So yeah, thank you for rocking with me. Thanks for listening. If you want to do any work with me, check me out in the description. Otherwise, thank you again, and goodbye.